Good Saturday morning, everyone. I am Don, and you are watching Don's DIYs, where it's always better when you do it yourself. Today, we're going to be looking at a couple of different GoPro mounts. I'm looking at different ways of mounting the GoPro on the Jeep, or if I'm woodworking, I've got some places to connect the GoPro. So we're working on that today. So I hope you enjoy the video. So let's get started. Okay, this is what we're building today. We're going to build a spring clamp mount, which will allow you to attach it to a lot of different places. This is a large spring clamp, so I can hook on a lot of different things. If you get too small, then you're limited on what you can hook to. You get the big ones like this, you're really not limited to what you can clamp to. And a magnetic GoPro mount, which actually would work with a camera too. This is a pretty strong magnet. This is a 95-pound pull magnet. Of course, it is a little weaker now that I put duct tape on it, but it still sticks pretty good. I've already tried it on the vehicle, and it worked out really well. If you're going to stick it to a vehicle, make sure you carry a rag with you so you can wipe your vehicle down. I carry glass cleaner wherever I go, and 1001 uses cleaner, and I just spray it on the rag, wipe down the area I'm going to use it, and be able to put it. I'd use it because I clean my windows all the time. But yeah, that's what we're making today. Some of the other different mounts and stuff that you have on this stuff, like this adjuster, I don't know the exact word for it, but yeah, the best part about this is you're not limited to buying a bunch of these, when all you have to do is unscrew it. There's your clamp, and now you can still use this anywhere you want. So you're not limiting yourself and not costing a lot of money, because this is all that you're going to leave. This can go in your bag. I'm going to have a specialty bag for all my different attachments and stuff. But yeah, you're not limited, so that's the best part about that. The same thing with the mount here. The magnet is off. Now I can reuse this mount somewhere else. Because all my GoPros, I went ahead and bought the audio adapter, so I can put on different mics and stuff. So I went ahead and got that, another one. So 2 GoPros, I got 2 audio adapters, 2 of these cages. You can see the name brand on that cage. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. Got this cage off of Amazon along with the audio adapter. But let's get to building these things. Okay, so we're going to start with the magnet one first. The magnet I got at Harbor Freight, $4.99. So we're going to take that out of the package, which is real easy. See, not bad. I mean, you could paint this if you'd like, whatever hits your fancy. There's your magnet. Okay. So, I'm going to set this like this. So, all right. So the next thing you're going to need is a 1/4-20 bolt. This is a 3/4 inch long bolt. If you could get 1/2 inch, that's great. But I got 3/4 inch. That's what I had on hand. So bolt goes in with a washer. Then we're going to use a lock washer and a nut. Got my ratchet on the other side. Flip it the other way. Okay. The tools you needed. 7/16 hand wrench, and I'm using a 7/16 ratchet, 1/4-inch drive ratchet. There's your plate with your bolt and nut on it. Okay, now what I done was this. I used some 3M tape. You ain't got to be precise with this because you're going to wrap it. Okay, about that long. Put one down the center. Sure it was tight, wrapped it. What I did was wrap one corner and then just keep pulling it tight, 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 tight. It's not going to be perfect. I guess you probably could dip this in rubber, but the only thing with that is if it started showing through, it would be kind of hard to, you know, out in the field to fix it. With this, I carry a roll of this. I'm going to get some, what is it called? Gaffer tape. I'm going to get some of that. So all you're going to do is just take your knife, cut off the excess, just to pretty it up a little bit. You can take it and just run it down. If you do it this way, plan on sharpening your knife afterwards. Piece off. I keep pulling it out of camera range so you guys don't see it. One more piece. I guess that would hold it in place. Again, this is not a permanent thing. You probably will need to replace the tape now and then, but my phone keeps, I just got through 100% charge and now my phone's almost dead. Sorry, I got a little bit of a sniffles. But there it is, all taped up. So now you protect the surface that you're going to attach it to. And then, again, there's your mounts. You screw this mount on. You screw your camera mount on. Boom. It's done. That quick. I'm going to tell you that the magnet was $4.99. The nut and bolt, I couldn't tell you. I have them, so I wouldn't know. You probably pennies on the dollar for the nut and bolt. You go to any hardware store and get them. If you get 1/2 inch long, again, this is a 1/4 20. So that's what you need. That's what your mounts are going to be. Most of your camera mounts are 1/4 20 mounts. But there is the other magnet. So I've got this one down here. So now I have 2 of these that I can keep in my bag. And use them whenever I need them. Not bad, huh? Not bad for some change. I'd say under $6 to make just what you see right there. Under $6, $4.99. And if you look, you can get a 20% off coupon online at, okay, sorry about that. Lost power in my camera. So yeah, this is it. I think some gaffer's tape would probably be better for this. It's already starting to show wear just a little bit, but I always keep a roll with me, so I'll always have a way to repair this. Because I don't go anywhere without my Jeep, and this is always in my Jeep, so there you go. Okay, so our next one is going to be building this one, which is so simple. This one's put together a little different. So let's get the other one out, which is right here. There is my nut and bolt. So the only other thing you need for this is a drill. And with a 17/64 drill bit, which is 1 size up from a 1/4 that I have in my drill set, should I say. Excuse me. So you see they come with a hole in them, okay? Most people will drill out that hole. I don't like that. I'm going to come back. There's plenty of room in here to come back, as you can see, away from this hole. Get it on a little bit more level surface there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drill a hole right here. This stuff is very brittle, so be careful with it. It took out a big old chunk that wasn't even meant to be drilled, so you can see that. It took out a big chunk. It's very brittle. So this is a 1/4-20 with a locking nut, and it's stainless steel. It's what I had in the 3/4 inch. I had 2 regulars and 2/4 2 stainless, so I'm going to use a stainless on this one. No washers needed on this one, okay? Goes in the hole in the back, okay? And then this goes on the front. I'm going to use our ratchet on this one. It pretty much, the way it sets in here, it's pretty much going to hold itself. All you got to do is keep pressure on it with your thumb, and it's going to... let me see, I was out of range again. You can see how that sets in there. I'm going to keep pressure on it on my thumb. With my thumb. Moving everything around. Okay, so I need to grab it. Things happen. The last one went together that way. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit of wrench on there. Okay, again, tightened up. So there's that. Now you're going to take your mount and screw your mount in. And there you go. There's a clip-on mount. Now you can take this thing and clip it on to anything that's able to be clipped onto. You can clip it on a roll bar. You can clip it on a piece of wood that you've got laying around that you need to get your camera mounted to. And again, you don't have to have these type of mounts. I've got them, so I used them. I think I ordered them off of Amazon. I think they were, I'm not mistaken, I think they were like $12 for 2 of them. So, but say here's your regular camera mount. See the 1/4-20 for the GoPro. If I just want to use this, now I got my GoPro mounted. Not bad, huh? So now I'm going to get my stuff out and put these to use and show you guys how they can be used. Okay. Ooh, sunlight. Let me step over this way. You can clamp it on your bar on the front of your Jeep if that's what you want. I kind of use my my light connection bar to here to balance it some. But if you want to get something way out in front of you, if not, you wanted to do maybe a hood mount. I guess I shouldn't have put that on there. Okay, there you go. Now you've got a hood mount there that's really cool. You're not limited. I mean, you can move this around to the bumper, any place you'd like. And with the more adjustment bar on it, you're going to get a lot more adjustment. That's the reason I have these. This different weird angles and stuff that may not work. Well, with this one, it adjusts all different kinds of ways, so it'd be good to have. I'm not saying you got to have it for this to work. You don't. But for me, I had them laying around. I bought them. I can't remember what I actually bought them for, and they work well for me. So I mean, I can take this thing anywhere. The 95-pound magnet, I'm going to tell you guys straight up, is very strong. So when you go to put it on stuff, you have to be careful taking it off. Okay, that's my only suggestion is be careful taking these things off. This is all metal in here, and this is plastic. So I grab it by the metal and just rock it, and it comes right off. You could put a rag underneath it if you want, or whatever. These I don't think you have to worry about them falling off. I'm not going to be doing 70 miles an hour with them on. Different applications on the side of the vehicles. Heck, if you're working in a shop somewhere and you got something magnetic you want to hook it to, or again in your shop or anywhere else, you can have one of these and just clamp it. So that's what I have for you guys today. As you can tell, we're sitting in the sun. It's a beautiful day here in Central Florida. Very beautiful. I got to get out here and mow the yard later. But the reason why we're sitting in the sun, I want to show you guys. This is why we're sitting in the sun today. That is what's left of our awning tent, our 20 by 20 awning tent. It looks like all the fittings are in good shape. I may have one or two that's a little wacky, but if they are, I'll just have to buy new ones. But that is what's left of it. I'm gonna move this bucket right here with the post on it. That is 80 pounds of concrete, guys. An 80-pound bag of concrete in that 5-gallon bucket. It is full. You can see that's one of my other ones. You can see that bucket is full. It picked it up, and I would say it moved it 30 feet. It's 25 to 30 feet it moved it. But yeah, that is what is left of our awning. I'll get another one. What happened was the first time it went, this is the second time it's been destroyed. The first time, all the crossbars and everything in it were light gauge metal. So I went out and I bought heavier gauge pipe from Lowe's. And it's not the pipe's fault. It was 70-mile-an-hour gust of wind. This is, the funny part is, it's upside down. It should be turned over. It's completely upside down. It was over here against my house. And I had to run out here at 12:30 at night. Well, no, it was probably about 12 o'clock. The tarp never ripped, but it looks like it has, right? The tarp never ripped. That is where I cut it with a knife. I ran out here with a big knife and chopped it all up to just get the wind out of it. I wish I could have taken it apart, but as you can tell, there's about 50 to 75 bungee cords on this thing. And there was no way that I was going to stand out there holding just a big giant parachute with all this metal, bent metal in it, trying to save it. Well, that is it for today, guys. A couple of DIY GoPro or regular camera mounts. You can use them either way. The storm, you saw the damage. Also lost a fire stick antenna that I got to replace. It got hooked on one of my limb risers that I just put on and tore it completely out. So I got to redo that. Got a scratch in the hood, a little bit more in the sticker than in the paint. The rest of it I'm gonna buff out, and a little bit of a ding. Nothing you can do about it. I'm gonna try to push it out. I'll probably work it out with my thumb a little bit, the dent, and just go from there. It's a vehicle. Things are going to happen to it, and that's all part of life. But that's it for today. Got a couple of shout outs. One to my mom and my grandmother. Hope you guys are feeling better today. They've been sick with this flu crap that's going around, and I know my mom's feeling better. My grandmother's feeling a little bit better, so that's great. After a trip to the hospital for both of them. So keep them in your prayers and your thoughts if you don't mind. And another one goes out to my brother Brad, my brother from another mother. Got injured and hasn't been able to work. I miss you, brother, at work. So I hope your recovery is speedy and that you get back to work soon and feel better back up on your feet. So that is it. As always, guys, remember, be safe when you're in your shops. Be safe when you're driving out there on the road. And when you're on the trail, stay on the trail. Peace out.